of all, let me just start off by saying I know we're on the list as Callred, and we're really excited tonight because we are actually today officially relaunching as Resolve. So you are in the right spot on the agenda for tonight, but we renamed because we're relaunching with a new app, which we think is really exciting. We're really happy to share it with you tonight. Just so you know, that also changes the Twitter handle, so feel free if you want to tweet along at Resolve.io. So at Resolve.io, it's the old Callred page, and you're free to tweet about the product tonight. So, you know, the start of our product, or the start of our service, and I'm going to just say, I'm Dan Riley, the co-founder. This is Andrew Kelley, my other co-founder. We were fed up with customer service as we knew it, right? Being stuck on hold with your cable provider, your device manufacturer, seemingly anyone. You're stuck for hours, and the person you finally get a lot of times can't even fix the problem. That's where Callred started. It was a messaging straight to C-suite level, go around the call centers, get your problem solved. And we did that. And we worked with about 2,500 beta users, and we learned a lot from them. And we found that a lot of problems stem from devices that are having problems, networks that are having problems, but they're really not related. So if you have slow internet, maybe it's because you don't have an update. But you're on the phone for 3 hours with Comcast, and at the end of it, they still don't know how to fix your problems because it's actually not their problem. So Comcast has lost brand loyalty, right? Their brand has been harmed, and you're ticked off, and your problem still hasn't been solved. So we thought, what if we could automatically diagnose all of your problems on your connected devices? So when you install Resolve as an app on your phone, you log in on your computer, you can see all of your connected devices in your household, right? So, and I will make one correction. The last part of the slide, this is how astounding how fast growing this market is. By 2020, Cisco systems, it's not 20 billion devices, 50 billion connected devices, right? On average, 24 in a household. That's how many connected devices we have that can talk to each other, but really aren't talking to each other. What we're doing is grabbing the data from all of these devices. We're running error logs, we're running speed tests, and we're constantly assessing them for problems, right? Because we want to find those problems before you do. So before I get into the detailed product, Andrew, you want to take over on just exactly what the problems we're talking about here?
Sure. Can everyone hear me?
No.
Oh.
No. Just grab the mic.
If I may ask for a show of hands, how many of you have ever had to call your telecommunication carrier? And raise your hand if you thought that you could have had a better experience. I think that proves our point. That traditionally, when you call someone, or a telecommunication carrier, or any business for customer service really, you get an automated system. From there, you then maybe get another automated system after pressing 1. From there, you get a live person, usually level 1 support, which will try to figure out what exactly the issue is, to see if maybe if it's a router, you just need to unplug it and plug it back in. You probably all heard the thing, okay, just try turning your computer off or rebooting it. And then from there, if that doesn't fix it, then they'll connect you to tier 2, and et cetera, and so on. So we decided that we could use software that traditionally companies like Google, a great company in Boston called Crashalytics, they found that it's much easier to get the errors for the developers, send it directly to them, than have a user complain about it. So we built a program using 2 provisional patents, which will go in. It will go through all your logs, the data usage, your internet speeds, and calculate a score for your device and all the devices on your internal network, comparing it to other users with similar usage that you do. And then we'll look for security issues to see if you have any open ports. Is your hard drive encrypted? Because if you have a Mac, it's extremely easy to hack your Mac if you have an encrypted hard drive. You can do it in probably about 60 seconds. If you have, and then if we're not able to, if it's, say, a billing issue, we'll then connect you to executive customer service and someone that can fix your exact issue, because we'll already know your billing issue ahead of time. We can connect you to someone at a telecom company that can actually resolve it.
So that's a brief overview of the product, and we want to break into Q&A if anyone has any specific questions about it or anything in general.
Sure. I'm always running out of cell phone power. I've got apps, feeds. What's this going to draw? How is that going to impact my power usage?
For your phone? Perfect. So we actually, in the app, we have the settings. You can go in there. You can determine, to do a speed test, it's a little 1 megabyte file that will go, sorry to talk technical, that will go back and forth and we'll calculate the speed for that. You can actually set how often that happens. So we have high, medium, low bandwidth users. And we also will look at, if we later have your data plan, how much bandwidth you have, so we can actually make a more logical decision without you needing to tell us, just based on what your plan is.
So, what does that do to my battery?
It will barely impact the battery whatsoever.
Even running the back.
It will actually more help your battery because we'll tell you if something's using too much power. And later on, we're working on really getting into the logs for iOS. Yes.
All right, this is a tough question. It's not an easy question.
I'm excited.
Let's say I'm Sam Walton. Okay, I started Sam's stores. I started Walmart, but I need your product. And I know what you do is important. But I'm Sam Walton. I don't understand exactly what you do. So who in my corporation would do business with your outfit, the solution, for example? Who in my company, what level executive or representative is going to deal directly with your operation?
In terms of who would the end user of the business be, or who would be buying our service from the company?
Okay, so to rephrase it, I'm the CEO and founder of a very big outfit. This stuff is extremely boring to me, but it's like my oxygen and blood supply. I need it. So who in my outfit, is it my vice president, a director of operations?
Be whoever wants to save more money than you can even imagine. Telecom industries, and there's someone in the audience, so he probably knows these numbers better than I do. But from our efforts, we found that it costs about $100 plus if they have to roll the truck out. If you have an extended telephone call with them, it costs $30. We're going to be taking those issues in phase one, bringing them down to about $4 for both of those type of issues. And then later on with our machine learning, we just have you announce that we're able to make it today. 3 machine learning experts from Brown University. And they're going to be helping us bring those issues even lower.
And right now we're talking to the people who are most interested by this are the CMOs and customer experience people, more than the CIOs.
Chief marketing officers.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, because they're the ones who have to really deal with the brunt of, particularly now with social media and people going on Twitter and complaining.
Can you guys work with any service provider, or are you rolling out with select ones that you're partnering?
So we can work with any service provider. Going forward, particularly with bulk users like Comcast and Verizon, we're working on licensing agreements, and that's really not for the user's benefit, but so we can integrate with their CRM. But there's nothing keeping us from using this to run error logs on any of your devices. On our back end, there's just some more work to do if we haven't put together an express agreement with them, but that just improves as we go on.
And you can actually message over 10,000 businesses through our system already, including the IRS and UPS. And while you wouldn't expect it, the federal government has actually, UPS, for example, has been really nice and extremely responsive to the issues we've been sending them.
If I'm a user and I have a problem and I call up, are you going to access my computer?
As you would need to download one of our applications.
Which, like one of those typical customer service things that takes over the computer?
No, so those are remote desktop programs. Ours would be you as a user install it even before you reach out for customer service. We then try to automate as much as customer service or technical support work as we can. And if there's stuff that we can't automate, then we'll send it over, and you can opt to share up to 72 hours worth of targeted logs with the business that you need help troubleshooting an issue with.
How do you make money?
So we're taking issues, so potentially our $100 issues, or not potentially our $100 issues, bringing them right now down to $4. So it's $96 worth of savings for a business for many, many customers, and we'll be taking a small fee for that.
So one of the things we're exploring out, it's absolutely free for users to sign up, but on the business side of it, we're really reducing their cost on the customer support side and sending not just call centers, but sending field techs out to fix problems that they really don't have to be going out to fix. That's where you get those $100 to $4 savings. So, we're imagining licensing programs with them because we really are taking over a lot of their work. We're automating it, and we're using that. We're doing that across our user base, and we're saving them a lot of money.
That's true.
So are you offering this only as a standalone application, or are you offering it as an SDK that can be embedded in other people's products?
So, show of hands, how many of you have heard of Crashlytics? So, something very similar to what we're doing, just a different industry, and they were right here in Cambridge and third largest acquisition to date. Right now, this isn't an SDK, other than we want to work with later with routers and different smart devices. But for now, we built out our API on using a language called Erlang, which is what's used by telecommunication carriers. It's what allowed WhatsApp to expand to hundreds of millions of users with a very, very small amount of developers. And from once we get the core applications, then we'll be rolling out to smart devices. So that would be probably within our 12-month timeline.
All right, thank you, Callred.
Thank you very much. And quick thing, if any of you are interested, we got voted Boston's top startup by TechCrowd, and we'll be going into October. And around that time, we'll also be launching an Indiegogo campaign to raise funds to help build our initial applications and get it out the door. And in return for joining our efforts to really automate customer service, we'll give you early access to the applications. Thank you very much.